I'm Christina Ennis, and welcome to the 2024 Mineral Resources Review, sponsored by Trajectory Engineering, powered by Gilforce Winds. I am joined by Lisa Marie Fifield, Executive Director with United Way, Newfoundland and Labrador. Thank you for joining me, Lisa Marie.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. It's your first time on Gilforce Winds?
It is.
Welcome,
Absolutely.
welcome.
Thank you. It's very exciting.
Yeah. So to kick us off, Lisa Marie, could you tell me a little bit about your background and maybe what brings you to the event this week?
For sure. So my name is Lisa Marie Fifield. I'm the Executive Director for United Way, Newfoundland and Labrador. I've been with the organization since 2011, but just in the past year have taken on the Executive Director role.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. It's very exciting because it's a different capacity working with the community for me. So yeah, and I have a deep passion for United Way and the work that we do, and I'm just really looking forward to the opportunity to network with some folks here today and share a bit about what we're doing in the community and how we can help the community and help businesses, I think, really do their social responsibility things, how we can help them make that a little bit easier. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to see folks from outside of the direct mining sector who are impacted in an indirect way positively here at this event too. So can you tell me a little bit about what United Way is? I know a lot of people have heard of United Way, but they might not know exactly what your mission is or your mandate.
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing I always tell people right off the hop is that United Way, Newfoundland and Labrador is 100% local. I think we have that marketing that shows that little hand.
Yep.
Everybody can recognize that as something, but it's actually a global organization. But what I like to tell people is that every single chapter of United Way is 100% local to their area.
Right.
And as the only United Way in Newfoundland and Labrador, everything that's raised here stays here. And I just really like for people to know that, because again, being under that umbrella, there's a little bit of misconception. So 100% local. We have been here in the province since 2004.
20
years. Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, it's very exciting. And as I said, we are 100% local. So we raise funds in the community through workplaces, through corporate support or individual donors. Anybody who wants to help us out financially, we appreciate that support. And then what we do at the end of our fundraising year, we put a call out to charities all across Newfoundland and Labrador to say, we have funds, do you need assistance?
Yeah.
So we fund a lot of organizations in the province who are offering some very vital life-altering programming. And these organizations are on the helping helping our people's most vulnerable sector. We're helping people who are experiencing food insecurity, homelessness, poverty, programs for children, programs that help make our communities more vibrant and brighter for everybody. And an old saying with United Way was that for Newfoundland and Labrador to be truly great, it has to be great for everyone.
Yes.
And that's something that we stand by. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, so one little fun fact that I love to share, and I'm gonna brag about it, is that as I said, since 2004 we've been here in the province. But in that time, United Way Newfoundland and Labrador has invested over $8 million back into the charitable sector.
$8 million.
$8 million.
Congratulations.
Thank you, but that's only because we have such amazing supporters and people who recognize the value of what partnering with United Way can do. So it's definitely power in numbers and the collective action.
Absolutely. And in terms of partnering with United Way, I feel like I've had a great privilege of being involved in a number of corporate campaigns throughout my career, and they really have impacted me in my trajectory of my life in a very positive way.
Nice.
I have lived through the corporate campaigns and the benefits that they can bring to the workplace, but then the benefits that it brings to the organization and then to the province are just invaluable. Can you talk a little bit about the corporate campaigns and kind of what the options are for organizations to get involved?
Absolutely.
And I will say that from an HR perspective and kind of an employee engagement perspective, these are excellent opportunities to do good in the community and also do team building.
Absolutely. the traditional United Way campaign is, we go in and employees have the option to give to United Way specifically, where we do our community fund grants and things like that, or they can choose to support another registered charity. But it's really all about making your giving back easy.
Yep.
So, it's easy, it's efficient. We typically do it through payroll deduction, which, you donate, I don't know, $260. You wait for the first bit to come off your pay, comes out over 26 pay periods, nice and easy. And then you don't have to go fishing around for your tax receipt like I do.
Yes.
But I don't anymore because I support United Way. And it's really an easy way for people to give back. But like you said, Christina, it's really a fantastic way for companies to collectively get involved. People run their 2-week, 3-week United Way campaign doing, lots of fun activities, bake sales, throwing pies at managers. The sky's the limit, really. You can do whatever suits your demographic and your workplace. A lot of times people will say, well, we're only a small organization. We don't have a lot of people, but that doesn't matter.
That's okay.
Because the end result is that you're coming together to do something good.
Absolutely.
And if that's a matter of, sitting around and having a little potluck, and paying $5 each, you know what? It all adds up.
Absolutely.
And that's the traditional United Way campaign. But I think, especially since COVID, dare I say COVID, since that time, a lot of workplaces, people are separated still, unfortunately. But also the way that people are giving is a little bit different. So we really take the stance on that. We are willing to work with a company in whatever way works for them. So we have individuals who, straight up just do corporate donation, which is so important for us. And then we can put that back into the community fund. We have organizations who do like a percentage. So they'll say, okay, we will commit to donating 0.5% of our X, Y, or Z budget. That's fantastic for us because we can rely on that. We know that for the next 5 years, we can count on those dollars going back into the community. So, we can do that. We really are very flexible, and we really want to meet organizations where they're at, but also importantly, I think, to really help them to address their goals for what they want to do in the community.
Exactly.
And I always say everybody can relate to something that's been funded by United Way. We have 3 particular pillars that we fund. So we fund initiatives that are under what we would call All That Kids Can Be, so programs for children and youth, helping them to get the best start in life. And then we fund programs that fall under the category of poverty to possibility, which I think is pretty self-explanatory, but food supports, housing, things like that. And then we also support a broader category of healthy people, strong communities. And really, I think there's so much that can fall under that. That could be, programs and services that help people to feel connected. Because, there's a lot of people in our communities who are isolated, and maybe getting out to a United Way funded program once a week might be the only social interaction they get. So we're here to help all those facets in the community. And if a particular workplace has an affiliation to kids programs, we can say, you know what? We can do the heavy lifting for you. We can invest your dollars where the needs are greatest here in Newfoundland and Labrador and ensure that your money is benefiting kids.
Exactly.
So yeah.
One thing I love about United Way, and there's lots of companies who do corporate donations to charities, but the communication doesn't necessarily make its way back to the employees that A, the donations are happening, or B, where they're going. We just know that there's money going to charity at some point. I love that United Way will do talks or information sessions with employees or kickoffs for corporate campaigns, whether it's a small one or a larger one, and bringing in those impact speakers. I got goosebumps. I have sobbed through so many impact speaker talks. It's just, I'm not going to cry.
Please don't.
But, it's really impactful.
It is.
And you guys make it easy for companies to do that. Now, I'm going to circle back to mining. There is mining occurring all across the province. And United Way is United Way Newfoundland and Labrador. Not just United Way St. John.
That's right.
So United Way has the ability to help organizations and communities all across the province, Island and Labrador. So So can you tell us a little bit about your objectives around kind of expanding that reach, and how maybe if folks see this video, if you comment on it, we can make sure you get connected with Lisa to learn more about how you could engage with United Way from anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting that you say that, because of course over the last 4 years, again going back to COVID, we've seen a lot of transition. So because of all those changes, we haven't been able to get out into the community as much as we wanted to. So personally, for me, part of my objective is to really go out into the community and visit these places. So I actually just got back from Happy Valley Goose Bay. It was my first time in Labrador, and I loved it. It's so beautiful. But yeah, so I did community consultations up there, and I spoke with some folks. You know, I had a community group. I had all the local charities come together just to talk about the needs, you know, and we spoke about Labrador specifically, obviously, because I was in Labrador, but just to identify that, you know, the needs of Newfoundland and Labrador are different than what we're seeing on the mainland. But then when you take Labrador, the needs in Labrador are different than what we're experiencing here in the St. John's area, and you know, so having the opportunity to talk to those folks and just get to know about some of the needs and encourage them to go, we can fund you, but we need the applications. So to let people know that, okay, we need the dollars to be able to distribute, but we also need the community at large to know that we're here to support you and we want to work with you. So I'm doing a kind of a cross-province blitz right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm heading to Central next week. So there's a few folks here from Central.
There's
I'm gonna
one or two from Central.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be you know, going out there and doing much the same thing, meeting with businesses, but also meeting with the community. So I'm doing that all across the province. And again, like you said, if there's anybody who happens to watch this video, please reach out to us. You know, want to talk to anybody and everybody that we can, because I firmly believe we are doing some fantastic work. And I want the whole province to know and be just as proud as I am.
We do too. We do too. Awesome. So, Lisa Mary, is there anything else you want to add about United Way or about your experience here so far at Mineral Resources Review before we clue up?
Oh, well, I'm very excited to be here. I have to be honest. It's the first time that I've even known about it, and it just happened with a community connection.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just think it's so wonderful. You know, it's a great opportunity for everybody to just get together, and I think we're all still on that high of, oh my God, it's so great to be with people again.
Yep, I agree.
And you know, so just to really be here to experience that, and again, just to share with everybody about our organization, what we're doing in the province, and how people can join us and can help and be a part of our great organization.
Excellent. Well, on that note, it was a pleasure to be here together and to be able to reconnect and share the amazing opportunity that United Way Newfoundland Labrador is providing. And again, make sure to reach out to Lisa Marie to learn more about the organization and how you can help and how your communities can also be helped. And stay tuned for more from the Mineral Resources Review 2024.